Hello, everyone. Welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got the source of the latest news, events, and everything happens in the heart of Spain. The president introduced the center back as a new player for the white team. Florentino Perez welcomed Dean Huijsen as a new Real Madrid player. After the presentation of Xabi Alonso, it's time for the players. And first up is the Spanish national team center back. Today is once again a day of special excitement for Real Madrid fans before we travel to the United States to face our next big challenge. We Real Madrid fans know that this club aspires to keep winning, and that's what drives us to keep working. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more Real Madrid updates. Let's dive in. We have a great team, with players who have defined an era, and we want to continue walking together along the path forged by the best players in the world. Today, we are happy because we are introducing one of those players who are breaking into the world of football with a bang, Florentino began. The commitment to Madrid. You've chosen to defend this badge and this shirt because that was your dream since you were a child, as we've seen in this video. Your family knows all the sacrifices you've had to make to become one of the best center backs in the world. A modern center back. At 20 years old, you've shown that your football inspires the admiration of all fans. You're a modern center back ready to succeed at Real Madrid. Many clubs wanted you, but you've chosen to stay in Madrid. You're coming full of hope to a club that will be the greatest challenge of your professional career. From now on, you'll live with a new family and understand that everything you've achieved is thanks to unity. Message of unity. This shirt represents hard work, sacrifice, camaraderie, respect, humility, and solidarity. Real Madrid fans will be with you every day and give you the strength to achieve goals that seemed impossible. At the Bernabeu, where you'll find the power of Real Madrid, you'll feel it. Real Madrid's new signing doesn't mince words, gives short answers, and is clear that he doesn't care about being the most expensive defender in Real Madrid's history. Dean Huijsen spoke quickly in the press room at Valdebebas. He made it clear that he came to Madrid to play and win, not to talk. That's his way of being, so he didn't give too many explanations, although his message was very clear. His desire was to wear white, and he humbly suggests he can improve in every way. How he feels. I think it's the best day of my life. It's a dream to be here, and I'm going to give it my all for the team. Why number 24 and choosing Real Madrid? For me, number 24 is the number that's available, and of the offers from other teams, Real Madrid is the best club in the world, and there's no other team like it. If you have spoken with Xabi, yes, a little, about what he expects from me, and I think they are going to be good years. What do you expect from Madrid? I fit in very well with Xabi's style of football. I'm going to try to help the team in any way I can. If you were told this 6 months ago, for me, making my debut with Spain and signing for Madrid is a dream. What I'm living is a dream. Madrid's demands. I think I've shown I'm ready. I'm here to help the team in any way I can. I want to win everything as a player, and I have a lot of ambition. What Huijsen is like. I'm pretty laid back. I'm me. I'm going to live my life and do what I love most. I try to be humble and work hard. Ramos as an idol. And if they have spoken, he sent me a message the day it became official, the best center back in history. The quality of his ball output and how he's worked on it. My ball output is something I have in addition to defending. I've been evolving. The most expensive defender in the club's history, if he can weigh in. I don't really care, I don't think about that. Mourinho's most special call. I said it before, I was at Christmas dinner with my family and Mourinho called. He's one of the greatest coaches in the history of football. I am eternally grateful to Mourinho. Real Madrid presented new defensive signing Dean Huijsen on Tuesday, after he completed a move from Bournemouth for $60 million in recent weeks. The 20-year-old Spain international was a Madridista growing up and was delighted to fulfill his dream of playing for them. He said as much in his press conference after President Florentino Perez gave him the official welcome. After completing a medical, Huijsen arrived in a suit alongside his parents and siblings at the Santiago Bernabeu before taking to the podium to speak. He will join his new teammates in training on Wednesday. I want to thank the president and the club. What he said is that he wanted to be there from day one, and ever since Real Madrid called, I had no eyes for other teams. Thanks to my family, who have always supported me, to my parents and my siblings. I'm joining the best club in the world, and I'm here to give it my all. I'll remain humble, and I hope we win many things together, starting with the Club World Cup. Real Madrid is the team of my life, I believe, and I hope to be here for many years to come. Obviously, this is the best day of my life. It's a dream to be here. I'll give everything for the team. The number 24 was the one available. The offers, Madrid is the best club in the world, and there's no other like it, he added in the press conference. New manager Xabi Alonso was on board with the signing of Huijsen and has already spoken about what he wants from him. Yes, we've talked a bit about what he expects of me. I think these are going to be great years. I fit in very well with Xabi's football. I'm going to try to contribute to the team, and I'm happy to do whatever I can to help. Huijsen has in the past cited Sergio Ramos as his idol growing up, and he revealed that the veteran defender had sent him a message when he signed for Los Blancos. He sent me a message the day it became official. He's my biggest idol, the best center back in history. I wouldn't choose just one thing about him that makes him the best. It was Ramos who was the protagonist in his earliest memories of the club. My first strong memory is the 2014 final where Ramos scored a goal in the final minute. I was 9 years old, and it's my earliest memory. Several questions put to Huijsen focused on his apparently laid-back attitude and how he would handle the pressure. I'm pretty laid back. Ultimately, that's how I think. I'm me, and I'm going to live my life, and I do what I love most. I give it my all and try to be humble. I work as hard as I can. I focus on playing. I'm pretty laid back, and I don't think about it much. I'm doing what I love. I'm living a dream. I try to give my all. It seems that Huijsen will likely play a key role in Alonso's new-look Real Madrid side, as someone who can bring the ball out from the back well. That is likely to be a key shift from Alonso's side compared to this year, and Huijsen will be put to the test early on in the Club World Cup.
Alvaro Carreras is on the verge of completing his highly anticipated return to Real Madrid, with both Benfica and Los Blancos in the final stages of sealing the deal. After a period of tense and complex negotiations, it now appears the long-running transfer saga is nearing its conclusion. Carreras is expected to join Real Madrid imminently, possibly within the next few days, as both clubs finalize the last bureaucratic and logistical details. For the Spanish fullback, this is more than a mere transfer. It's a return to familiar territory, a homecoming that signals a new chapter at one of the biggest clubs in world football. This deal has not been easy to navigate. Benfica, understandably reluctant to let go of one of their most promising defenders, held firm throughout the process. Real Madrid had initially hoped to negotiate a lower fee, aiming to secure Carreras' services for around $40 million. However, Benfica remained resolute in their stance, refusing to budge on the financial front. As a result, Real Madrid eventually agreed to pay the full $50 million release clause. For the Portuguese club, that figure represents a significant financial victory and validation of their steadfast approach to the talks. Despite the impasse over financial terms, Real Madrid found a way to push the deal forward by compromising on another front: the timing of Carreras' departure. Benfica had initially hoped to keep the player for the Club World Cup, wanting to make the most of his abilities on a global stage. However, Real Madrid were equally determined to include Carreras in their own Club World Cup plans. This became a key issue in the negotiations, and it appears Los Blancos have now succeeded in getting their way. Benfica, though reluctant, has conceded on this point, allowing Carreras to join Real Madrid in time for the tournament. For Carreras, this move is deeply personal. Having come through the Real Madrid academy, he has always maintained a strong emotional connection to the club. His desire to return to the Santiago Bernabéu has been clear from the beginning. Throughout the negotiations, he has made it known to both clubs that his preference is to sign for Real Madrid. While waiting for the final agreement, he has maintained a professional attitude, returning to training with Benfica and continuing to work in Lisbon as the deal neared completion. Real Madrid views Carreras as a critical piece in their defensive overhaul. The club's management, alongside manager Xabi Alonso, identified the left-back position as one that needed urgent reinforcement. Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia have both failed to fully convince, and Carreras was quickly elevated to the top of the shortlist once the decision was made to strengthen that area of the squad. With personal terms having been agreed weeks ago, the final hurdle was reaching a consensus with Benfica, a challenge that has now been overcome. His arrival will mark Real Madrid's third major signing ahead of the Club World Cup, following the acquisitions of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dean Huijsen. The strategy behind these moves is clear: to bolster the squad with both proven quality and youthful potential in time for one of the most prestigious tournaments on the calendar. Carreras, still only in his early 20s, fits that mold perfectly. Experienced beyond his years, technically gifted, and deeply motivated to succeed at the highest level. Benfica will announce the sale as soon as all documents are signed and processed. They plan to make the details of the deal public, including the full financial package and any performance-based variables that might be included. From their perspective, while the loss of Carreras is a sporting blow, they will walk away with a significant financial return and the pride of having developed a player who is now returning to one of Europe's elite clubs. For Real Madrid, this move is part of a broader reshaping of their defensive line. With Carreras joining the squad, attention is expected to shift towards outgoing transfers. Either Ferland Mendy or Fran Garcia is likely to leave in the summer window. Mendy, due to his higher salary, could be a more financially motivated exit, whereas Garcia has already attracted attention from clubs in the Premier League and Serie A. The club will weigh its options carefully, but Carreras' arrival is expected to bring clarity and competition to the left-back role. As a result of this signing, Real Madrid are also expected to withdraw from the race